And now, hidden harassment. Tonight, our ABC 7i team looking into harassing messages and the so-called burner apps that allow the sender to operate in secrecy.
Consumer investigative reporter Jason Knowles here now with the story of a 12-year-old girl who got hundreds of harassing text messages. Jason.
The hidden harassment and obscene language was connected to mysterious phone numbers. The victim and her mother discovered those random numbers were generated from an app. It's a troubling form of bullying that can be difficult to stop.
She starts shaking and she's like, "Mom, you don't need to read that. You don't need to read that."
Brandy Klein's 12-year-old daughter received hundreds of sexually harassing and graphic texts sent from anonymous phone numbers.
This qualifies as cyber stalking. It also qualifies as cyberbullying. There is parts of it is sextortion.
The Kleins didn't know who was sending the text because the offender was using a messaging app that creates random phone numbers.
I was in tears reading them. They're all inappropriate, mostly sexual in nature.
As soon as Klein discovered the texts, she filed a police report with the Kane County Sheriff's Office. Investigators say they issued 3 subpoenas related to the app and numbers in question to try to figure out who was using those numbers. Detectives and Klein believe those mystery numbers were generated through an app called Text Now. All I had to do was give the app an email, pick an area code, and boom, I generated a random number.
Kids, as they become more technology savvy, we see it in a lot of stalking cases and cyberbullying cases.
Richard Wostocki, a retired Naperville police detective turned tech consultant, holds seminars around the country, including this recent TED Talk. He advises parents on keeping their kids safe.
You are responsible for their technology as well.
And Wostocki assists law enforcement in keeping up with the latest technical trends.
But if you're going to create an app, you have to be responsible. But people will find out a menacing way to use them. And that's what we have to be in front of.
Wostocki says that so-called anonymous app used in the Klein case is one of many on the market.
You know, untraceable numbers. Well, that couldn't be farther from the truth, because you have to go to Google Play or you have to go to the App Store to get it, and what's connected to that. And we find out like that.
And police can subpoena that information from any app company. But it may take time, and even if they get an IP address, it could lead back to public Wi-Fi. Text Now told the I-Team that they will investigate the account and that they have close relationships with law enforcement and cooperate quickly with subpoenas and investigations.
The Text Now subscriber you were trying to reach.
In Klein's case, Kane County detectives say so far only 1 of the 3 subpoenas came back with no responsive information. Text Now also said they are currently implementing preventative measures for phishing scammer services because occasionally bad actors will abuse the system. They say they have an entire team dedicated to preventing and, if necessary, stopping abuse.
If it's an adult, they get arrested, plain and simple. But if it's a child, kids make mistakes. So we need to hold them and their parents accountable.
Text Now says in the cases of harassment, users can text #stop to any number to block that person from calling and texting you. The Kleins changed their daughter's number.
I couldn't finish it because I started bawling from the horrible things that they were saying to her.
Klein says her daughter is still struggling emotionally. Experts say if you find out your child is being harassed, take screenshots of the text and don't reach out to the predator. Then contact police. They can preserve the texts and possibly trace them. More advice on what to do if your kids are getting cyberbullied or harassed on our website, abc7chicago.com, and our news app. We put some video clips up there, too, with some extra advice.
What a frustrating dilemma they were in.
Yeah, it's scary.
Thank you for the information, Jason. Very good.